Finally, this evening, the South African rand weakened early Tuesday against a strong US dollar following President Donald Trump's inauguration and his announcements of various policy changes. Locally, the rand was trading at 18.62 against the dollar, approximately 0.6% lower than its previous close, having gained about 1% on Monday before the inauguration. Furthermore, the dollar was also up about 0.4% against a basket of currencies. Although Trump did not immediately raise tariffs, he indicated potential tariffs on Canada and Mexico could be forthcoming. Meanwhile, the Johannesburg Stock Exchange's Blue Chip 40 index was down by about 0.1%. Investment analyst Antonio Sanantori shares insight on today's market trends.
The rand slipped today after Trump was inaugurated yesterday. Trump is a bit difficult for emerging markets because obviously the US buys from emerging markets. And with the tariffs that Trump is threatening to impose, it'll make the emerging market products more expensive. And so theoretically, Americans will buy less of those products and their economies will be negatively affected. That's the one element that's driving a stronger dollar. The other side is that because of these tariffs that he wants to implement, it will potentially be inflationary in the USA. And that means that interest rates won't come off as much in the USA as originally expected, and maybe even no more cuts at all this year by the Fed. That means that interest rates remain relatively high, which makes it attractive for investors to keep their money or to place their money into the US, as opposed to a country, let's say like South Africa, which might still be cutting interest rates. There's a lot of uncertainty though around the tariffs. Trump has come out with a lot of comments of what he wants to do, but obviously we have to wait and see what will be implemented and what won't be implemented. And we also don't know if some of the other countries like China, for example, might impose tariffs in the US on the USA. But what we do know is that if countries start putting tariffs on each other, it will be inflationary and it will impact the interest rate cycle. The one positive side though is that he plans on drilling oil reserves in the USA. They have significant oil reserves, and so that might drive the oil price down, which could be an inflationary benefit to the US and potentially the globe as well.